Hello guys, welcome back once again. Today we are going to learn that how to configure interfaces in Palo Alto firewalls. Though I have already configured and I have multiple labs for it, but I want to show you that how to configure it in the lab environment, basically in the EVNG setup. So I will show you the topology creation in the EVNG, but actually the interface configuration in the Palo Alto firewall, and that's how we basically do in the production environment. There's no difference in that. So let me create a lab here. Name I'm giving as a Palo Alto basic. Okay, and now let me add our Palo Alto firewall, and image is fine. That's all set. Just I will put save. So that's how it is our firewall, and just to access this firewall via GUI, I will add one Windows machine here. Okay, and let me add one more machine here. Let me add a Cisco router, and here I will add one more module like this. Let me clear this one. That's how we go, and this is basically a router this way, or let me put it this way. And now we will create a link. So I'm creating a link from the Ethernet 1/1 of the Palo Alto firewall to our Windows machine of E0 interface. Save it, and save it again with the router. I want to take 1/1 interface. All right, that's okay. Let me start this machine. So either you can right click here and you can start, select it, or another option is you can go to more options here and select start all nodes. So it will start all the nodes. Okay, just to save the time, I have made this link here, this one, and I have labeled these IP addresses here, but these are not configured. We will configure on the firewall interface and as well as on the other machines. So let's do it quickly. Let me log in it. So first we will change the interface mode to the static. So the command for that one, basically first we will go to the configure mode, and then we will give the command set device config system type as a static. So earlier it is in the dynamic mode. Now we set it the static first, and now we will give this IP address 10.1.1.1 to this firewall. All right. So set device config system IP address as 10.1.1.1, and for the subnet mask we don't have to give like this 2424 or directly space 255.255.255.0 as we do in the Cisco. Here we have to give the keyword as net mask, then we give the subnet mask. All right, just hit enter, get out of this mode and give the command as commit. So now this changes will be in effect on the firewall. Meanwhile, let me check our Windows machine here. What is the IP address here? So seems like it is already there. Let me check again. So yeah, 10.1.1.10 IP address is already here. So we don't have to make any changes on the machine. If there are have to changes, you know how to do on the Windows machine. These are quite obvious. All right. So let's make sure that the commit has been done successfully. Yeah, it has committed successfully. Now open a browser here. All right. And just hit 10.1.1.1 1. That was the management IP address of our firewall. When it is the first time, it gives some error. We have to proceed for that one. And the previous page is not opening. You see that it is showing the web page is not available. You see why it is not available? Because in this I have not given HTTPS. So when you are opening, just make sure you are giving HTTPS here. All right. So as this is not well-known certificate, it is giving this error. So not a problem. You can proceed as I did just now. Logged on. It is creating the first time dashboard. This is the first time I'm logging on this GUI of this firewall. And let's see how does it look like. It's taking some time, so no problem. I think it's worth to wait. I'm going to close this, and our focus was to configure the network interfaces. So I'm going to the network, and we see there are multiple interfaces, 1 to 8. All right. So meanwhile, there is a management interface as well. We can go to the device, and there we can check our management interface. Here it is our management interface, and it is having the IP address as 10.1.1, which we have already configured via CLI. So you have learned one way how to configure it via CLI. Next thing I'm going to tell you that how to configure it via GUI. So I'm going to configure this interface 1/2, which is connected to this router, and IP address 172.16.1.1.1. Okay. So our focus is Ethernet 1/2. So we'll click on Ethernet 1/2 here. And now the name is here. Comment, you want to tell something related to this, you can mention it here. Interface type, we are going to configure it as in layer 3. I will tell you in the next session that what are the different modes in the interface type, like what is HA, what is virtual WAR, what is layer 2, but that will see it later on. As of now, let's focus on the layer 3. All right. And virtual router, I'm going to take it as a default. Okay. Security zone, I'm going to configure nothing as of now. Just leave it none, or even in the virtual router, you can leave it as a none, not a problem. All right. Go to the IPv4, add IP address here, 10 dot, not 10 dot, our IP address was 172.16.1.1, right? So I'm going to configure that 172.16.1.1.1, and then you can give directly as a /24. Here one thing to note, if you do not give this /24 and you give IP address like this, by default it is taking subnet as /32. All right. So just make sure you always give the IP address as /24. Hit OK. Here. And once you do it, don't forget to commit the changes, because whatever you did it right now, there's nothing in the effect. And commit changes made by me, that is admin, or it's you. If you are in the production environment, use your user, that commit changes done by your user only. Perfect. So that's how it is done. Our interface is configured and it is up now. So this is it on this. On the next session, I'm going to come up with the zone, that what are the zones configuration and what are these virtual routers. All right. Till that, bye bye. See you soon in the next session.